made it back. He made it back in one piece. My eldest brother, Phil, after 3 hell tours in Vietnam, now a decorated, highly decorated war hero, is finally stateside, and he is finally safe. He and his war buddy Pete head from Fort Bragg to Boulder, Colorado in desperate need of decompression time. And with their dead giveaway military haircuts rather than welcome and thank you, they are ambushed repeatedly by anti-war sentiments and by cruel insults. So they pack their expletives and their duffel bags into the back of my brother's newly purchased 1968 Austin Healey convertible, bright yellow. And they head to Mexico, not caring where they are, but knowing that they're going to know once they get there. They head down the west coast, Hermoso, further south, Mazatlan, inland to Tepic, where some locals there say, you know, there's this brand new road you might want to try that goes to a little village called Puerto Vallarta. They do, didn't fit, kept going, and finally landed in this teensy-weensy fishing village named Mismaloya, Jalisco, Mexico. They put their gear on their back. They pack a portable record player on their back and Donovan 45s on their back. And they head to familiar terrain, the jungle. But this one's safe. They follow the Mismalisco River and happen onto this site that few gringos have ever seen, the Cascade Waterfalls, and that's where they hunker down and they set up camp. Excuse me. My other brother, Ronnie, who travels all over the place, found out where they were, and so he goes there as well. Now me, I'm here in Pueblo, Colorado. And just weeks before, I experienced a dramatic encounter with Jesus. And I feel this immense sense of awe and wonder and invitation into I don't know where. But I know that all of who I am is ready to spend a lifetime finding out. And I'm also excited that my sister Joni is coming home from Colorado, University of Colorado. Her spring break, college spring break, is the same time as my high school spring break, so we're going to spring break together. And we hear steps coming up that back stairway of our house, and it's our parents. And in this extravagant, spontaneous gesture of love, they say, you know, guys, how about we fly you to Mexico, and you can spend your spring breaks with your brothers. You'll probably never have this experience again. Ronnie could pick you up at the airport, and you know how excited Phil gets with surprises. It's like, yes! My first airplane ride. It's the first time out of my country, and without my parents. So we land in Puerto Vallarta, small airport. And I feel that wind kiss my cheeks and tussle my hair. And guys, I have never smelled an ocean before. And to see ribbons of orange hues just sink into those waves. And there is my gorgeous brother Ronnie with sun-streaked long blonde hair leaning against this feisty sports car. Joni and I head into his arms. We throw our stuff in the back, and we drive into that sunset, into town, to a little hacienda that belongs to Lucinda, a new friend of Ronnie's. She is this Mexican beauty, deep, dark, dancing eyes and long, thick, black hair, and she doesn't speak any English, which is no problemo because my brother speaks fluent Spanish. So what we're going to do is we're going to put all of our stuff at Lucinda's place. We're going to head to her father's restaurant in town, get some freshly cut steaks and some food items and a whole armload of free cigarettes. By the time we get to where we're supposed to start, it is dark. And obviously, Joni and I have no idea where we're headed, nor what's in front, or what's happening, where we're going. But we are just so stinking excited to be with our brothers and to surprise Phil that I am ready to follow Lucinda anywhere until I see the jungle. And I see her reach back, pull something from her pack that is a flippin' machete. And the swaths of the swish and the swaths of the swish. And as a dancer, I can settle into that rhythm pretty well, but it's the ooh, ooh, ah, ah, ooh, ooh, ah, ah, these jungle sounds that are coming from all around, way, way too close for comfort. Every pore in my being is standing on tiptoe. And we keep hiking close to 2 hours, and then in the distance, I see this flicker. And I know that's their campfire, and my stomach drops, and we go further and further, and the sound of water just gets louder and louder and louder, and all of a sudden, we catch a glimpse of Phil and Pete, and what we fully expected is fully confirmed. Phil and Pete are stoned out of their ever-loving minds. It's the 60s. And the time is now, and the surprise is here, and Ronnie scoots away, and Lucinda peels off, and Joni and I, and guys, this is when I first realized that prepositions really do matter. Phil and Pete are expecting working women, and it turns out that ladies in the night is a real different gig than ladies of the night. And when the ladies in the night are your two little sisters from thousands of miles away, there was tension in that jungle air. And then it just broke into these whoops and hellos and welcomes, and we are all here together in this paradise of a jungle place under the sounds and the stars that are crazy on fire with the scorpions scurrying out from under our pillows that turn out to be rocks, and the sound and the smells of sizzling fresh steaks over a campfire, and daily baths, daily swims in this pristine pool of liquid cobalt and turquoise, all the while hearing those waterfalls singing along with Donovan's Mellow Yellow and Catch the Wind. It was glorious. 3 nights, 3 days of magic, and then it's time for Lucinda to take Joni and I back through the jungle into town. We have a couple more days there, and it's our last night. And Joni and I are huddled together in Lucinda's little bed, not wanting to close our eyes on this dream that has been so blessed. And all of a sudden, we hear music. We hear music, and it's under our window, and we rush to the window, and the too good to be true is happening. Truly, truly, guys, we are being serenaded. Oh. Under a full moon, these gorgeous waiters, handsome waiters, with their round sombreros and playing their guitars, and they're singing their intoxicating Mexican ballads. It was like just almost too much. We rushed to the door, and they have hors d'oeuvres, and they have 2 bottles of wine, and we head out, the 4 of us, a block away to La Playa. And the benediction, as we close this night, as we close this dream, we sing and we play on the sand, and we dance in the ocean until the dawn of a new day, the day that we head back to the airport. Now, I need to probably point out here that my two brothers looked like the type of hippie folk that would not only use drugs in Mexico, but try to smuggle drugs out of Mexico. Because they were the type of hippie folk that would not only use drugs, but try to smuggle them out. So obviously, as they're getting ready to head back home, whenever that is, they need to make sure that their bags are clean, drug-free, so that when they come to that random check, they'll get a pass. Well, the suitcase of their unsuspecting, newly converted, squeaky clean little sister, however. So, imagine when I get home and I open my suitcase, still savoring this beautiful time with my brothers and my sister in this paradise in the jungle. I find my suitcase lined and loaded with mescaline, with hashish, and Lord only knows what else. And as I think about these two beloved brothers of mine, whom I have idolized most of my life, have turned their newly converted, brand new Christian little sister into a drug mule. Muchos gracias. Thank you.